let's talk about this real quick. I'm gonna talk about this real quick. I made a short video about it, but let's get into it real quick, man. Talk about Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is out for the entire season. There's people on my TikTok and Twitter that are actually like upset that like Kyrie is out for the year. And I'm gonna tell you this. This is not even tanking. This dude had a torn ACL. He does not need to be playing this season. So please get that out your heads, everybody. Kyrie Irving did not need to be out there. He just did not. Shout out to Kyrie, man, NBA legend. He's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. Even if he doesn't come back as good as he was, this was the best decision. Because what if he comes back, you know, he starts playing and he hurts his knee late in the season? Like, it'd just be a waste of a season. Because then next year would be in jeopardy as well. So it's smart just to let it be, you know, let him heal slowly as possible. Hopefully by the end of the season, Kyrie is scrimmaging and stuff, and he's ready for the next year. Because I wouldn't have Kyrie scrimmage until, what's today, you guys? February 18th. I wouldn't have him scrimmage until like the summertime. Like when he gets to like the playoffs, trying to, you can if he's 100%, that's when you can try to scrimmage and do all this stuff and do all your fancy package layups because Kyrie's a dog. Like, but it's not. It made no sense for Kyrie to come back. It made no sense for Kyrie Irving to come back this season. And like I said, you guys traded Anthony Davis. You traded Anthony Davis for like 2 weak picks, and you know Chris Middleton's expiring, and one young guy and a bunch of bums. Like, no need for Kyrie Irving to come back. I'm happy Kyrie Irving's not going to be come back and potentially get hurt. I'm looking forward next season to see Kyrie Irving. I'm looking forward next year to see Tyrese Halliburton. Next season, see what was it? Kyrie, Tyrese Halliburton, Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, don't come back this year. You guys are not winning the chip unless Tatum is literally the Tatum he was last season in the playoffs. Boston is not going to win a chip, and I don't think Jason Tatum will be that guy this NBA season. I expect next season Tyrese, JT, and Tyrese and JT to get back to familiar form. Kyrie, I don't know. He's 34, coming off an ACL. How many guys in their 30s tear their ACL and come back the same? I don't know. It's got to be slim, you guys. I don't think it's going to be a lot of people, in my opinion. So, you know, like I said, I wouldn't. I had no reason to bring Kyrie Irving back, in my opinion. That's just me, you guys. Hold up, you guys. I'm trying to get off. Oh no, that's not what I'm trying to do, you guys. Hold up. I bet you guys. I'm trying to make sure I'm tuned in on everything on my live. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I'm everything on mine. Okay, yeah, cool. Nothing going on. No one's really commenting. Hold up. Yeah, no one's really commenting. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. More NBA news, man. Jordan Miller, respectfully, I do not. I seen Jordan Miller right there. Where is it at? I don't care. Caleb Houston, I don't care. Respectfully, I don't care. I don't care. This I do want to talk about. Franz, Orlando Magic Franz Wagner will be sidelined indefinitely after recent tests showed that he requires additional time and rehabilitation for soreness in his left high ankle sprain. So ESPN, the Magic will evaluate Wagner's progress in the next 3 weeks, and he's not going to come back in 3 weeks. I don't think he's. I honestly, Franz, I think he's going to try to come back in like a month and like a week or whatever. But this has just been an awful season for the Orlando Magic. It's been awful. It's been awful. Like, imagine you trade all those picks. You trade all those picks for Desmond Bane, for Franz to be hurt for most of the season. Desmond Bane started out the year not hooping. Desmond Bane was not hooping to start the season, if you watched. Desmond Bane was not playing great. Paolo right now is getting talked about like he's the worst number 1 pick ever. And what is Paolo averaging right now? I know he's not super efficient. But let's go to Paolo Banchero. Let's go to stats. He's averaging, 21, 8, and 5 on 45%, 30% from 3. That's still not good enough being you're 6'10 and you're athletic and you're shooting 30% from 3. That's awful. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. Orlando's going to have to trade somebody. Anthony Black improving Anthony Black improving on ball reps playing really good basketball. He's averaging like 16 and 5 this year. You know, you got Desmond Bane, you got Franz, you got Paolo. Paolo's playing a lot of off ball. Paolo can't shoot the three. Paolo might be the guy that's traded this summer. And I honestly think if he does get traded, if Paolo ends up being traded, I think he's actually going to show that he's still one of the better players in the NBA, young guys. I think Paolo still has a lot of talent. I watched him in that Cleveland series. He was making those mid-range jumpers. He was getting to the rim. You know, Magic took him to 7 games. And I didn't think I never thought Franz was better than Paolo. And people are starting to say that maybe he is. I still believe Paolo is that guy. He just needs to improve his game. You know, don't force the three. If you're open, maybe you step in, go to the rim. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to force the three. You are awful shooter. You're shooting 30%. You're damn near under 30%. So don't force the three, but it's just unfortunate that this guy has not played. I think 25 of the last 29 games he hasn't played. And he tried to play, a game or two before the All-Star break, and it sucks. I feel bad for Franz, but I don't feel bad for these guys because he got paid his rookie extension. He got paid a lot of money, so did Paolo. So I really don't feel that bad for these dudes, but I feel a little bit bad because it sucks when you love basketball and you can't play. It sucks. It sucks. Any real hoopers know not playing when you're hurt sucks. It's the worst thing ever, you guys, to not being able to play when you love playing basketball. It sucks. Anybody tells me I'm lying, if you're a real hooper, you know it sucks when you can't play. When you're a real hooper, it sucks. It sucks. Let's go up. I already know about this. So, Sabonis, Sacramento Kings, underwent season-ending surgery on Wednesday morning to repair the torn meniscus in his left knee, sources tell ESPN. Sabonis rehabbed the meniscus tear during the season and tried to play through the injury before having surgery now. I respect this, and in my opinion, people saying they're trying to tank, they just suck, point blank. It don't matter if Sabonis plays or not. The Kings aren't good. He's played this year. He's not been healthy. He's not played well, and they suck. Zach LaVine, when all those brothers play, they're still not good. So I don't hear anybody talking about they're tanking. They're right now, they're literally the worst record in the league right now, Sacramento Kings. There's no tanking. They're ass. They're garbage. They're garbage. Their team sucks. Sacramento Kings franchise is awful. Honestly, in my opinion, you guys, I would have never traded Sabonis for Tyrese Halliburton. I would have traded De'Aaron Fox. I would have traded De'Aaron Fox for a boatload of assets, trying to get a young player, and then build around Tyrese. That's what I would have tried to do. I would not have traded Tyrese. It didn't make sense when it happened. It made sense the first year because the Kings made the playoffs and De'Aaron Fox and, Keegan Murray was hooping and Malik Monk and those boys and Harrison. Like, that was cool, but that was for one season. Like, you did that for a one-year wonder? Like, really? Sabonis' trade market is not even good. He can't shoot. He needs the ball in his hands to really produce. He can rebound, but he's whatever. Like, I'm a Laker fan. I don't even want this guy. We need a center. I literally wouldn't want this guy with Luka. He don't catch no lobs. He's not explosive. I wouldn't want this guy on the Lakers. Even if we got rid of all of our bad contracts, I wouldn't want Sabonis. That lets you know how center-wise he is like the best, worst guy that puts numbers. Like, he's a damn near all-star, but he's like the worst of those guys. Because I'd rather have Bam and so many other guys over Domantas Sabonis. Honestly, as a Laker fan, I would rather have Claxton than Domantas Sabonis. I'd rather have a lot of guys in Sabonis, and I don't even like them. I'd rather have $8 million. The other is $8 million than Sabonis is $40 million, because it just don't fit. And the Kings are going to be garbage. And then they put out, meanwhile, Kings, Zach LaVine is currently undergoing season-ending surgery to repair a tendon in his left hand. I don't know if I've seen it already or I might have. I think it might have already came out before. But respectfully, Zach LaVine, the stuff that's coming out with your family, we gonna get into her. We gonna get into that soon. By the way, we are definitely gonna talk about that as well. We are definitely. We gonna talk about T-Banks and Zach LaVine's sister and all that too as well. We gonna get into that as well. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, but Zach LaVine, honestly, Zach, when your contract is up, I don't think you're gonna get more than 10 to 15 million on the open market a year. Like, enjoy next year. Enjoy the last year of your really big deal because you have a player option and you're gonna accept it. I think it's like 40-something million, 48 million. After that, buddy, you're never getting a big contract again. You're gonna get 10. You're gonna get literally from somewhere from 10 to 15 million max. Or you can get screwed like Bradley Beal and get 5 million. When Bradley Beal was at his lowest, he got 5 million. What, 5-6 million for the Clippers? I forgot what, 5, 6, 7, whatever it is. Zach, your career has gone downhill, and I'm a Zach LaVine guy, you guys. UCLA, when he was throwing up dunks and he was hitting some threes, and I don't even think Zach LaVine was starting for the UCLA Bruins. It was Kyle Anderson. It was a bunch of other guys. Kyle Anderson was actually really good back then. I was a Zach LaVine fan. I've been a Zach LaVine guy for a long time. I even wanted the Lakers to get Zach LaVine a long time ago, and I'm glad we did. I'm glad we did. So I'm really glad we did, man. Like it's just hold up, let me go to my make sure no one said anything to me on my chat. No one said anything. No one's even on my live, but like I said, you guys gotta just post some clips. Make sure it goes crazy, and I'll be alright. Hold up. Please. Hold up. Also, by the way, guys, I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. I'm a little tired, I ain't gonna lie. And NBA-wise, Spencer Jones gets converted to an NBA contract for the rest of the season. Shout out to him. He actually played well against my Lakers. He's shooting 41% from 3, averaging 6 points. Shout out to him. Shout out to him getting a contract for the rest of the season. He deserves it. The Denver Nuggets are one of the better teams in the NBA, man. They've had a bunch of injuries and they've been hoping. They've been flat out hoping. Shout out to bro. Shout out to bro, man. I got nothing bad to say about bro.